Friday morning, Service Alliance community. How we doing out there? This is not a illusion here.
We're here
with my brother TK live in Kentucky. This is not three screens, and we got Miss Ward over here on the other side joining us from the van. And we're going to do Freestyle Friday.
What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday. What's up, Miss Ward?
What up, what up, what up? Y'all know I'm out here rolling with my cousins, Supremos, not trying to get hit out here. I'm actually in my car today because I'm so behind schedule. I can't get in the van, man. You know how it go. It's been that week.
Amen.
Yeah. Seems to come in spurts, huh?
Yeah, well, you know, we built for it. We built for it.
That's right.
It. Like right now, I'm making I'm making a U-turn. You ever been going somewhere and you realize, damn, I'm going the wrong way? Real world,
yeah,
okay?
Ask EJ. EJ can tell you all about me and going the wrong way. I constantly miss turns, miss exits, get on the phone, and next thing you know, oh man, I was supposed to get off there.
Yeah. I'm the worst in subdivisions, so I'll just be sitting there screwing around thinking about everything else that's going on in the business. And then I got new GPS on our vehicles, and I could look back at my trips, and you just see a bunch of little circles.
Yeah, zigzagging all through.
Like, why would he go that way?
Well, we're here. I think we're in Kentucky, me and EJ.
Yeah.
But I think if we throw a rock far enough, it would land in Cincinnati, from what EJ told me.
Yeah, it's really screwing TK up that he flew into Cincinnati Airport, but it was actually in Kentucky.
Yeah, I keep telling everybody I'm going to Cincinnati, and I get here and he's like, "Yeah, we're in Kentucky." I was like, "Oh, okay."
We'll hit Cincy tomorrow.
Ready for that Skyline chili.
Miss Ward, you've been to Cincy. You tried the Skyline chili?
Nah, man, I ain't have time to. I ain't have no time to eat. I was there trying to knock out all them jobs, man. I was trying to make sure I didn't catch a cold. You know how that goes. I'm allergic to the cold weather. I swear.
Yeah, that's all work and no play.
Yeah.
So we've all had that week, and that's why we have Freestyle Friday on Fridays at the end of the week. We struggle sometimes. For some reason, comments ain't coming through, but
there's one.
There we go. Shout out to Miss Ward, the real deal, sitting in. She may or may not be a recurring guest, co-host. You get upgraded from guest co-host sometimes. So if you haven't, if you don't know who Miss Ward is, check out Solid Steps to Wealth on YouTube, and you'll see here that she drops the game.
That's right.
Free 99, but if you want the real good stuff, she's got a little coaching side gig. She helps out people, but it's not about the money. You got to come ready to go. So she don't mess around. So we've been promising we was going to talk about goals, and some of you that's been watching knows that's why me and TK are here together, and the other guys are on their way, Justin, TK, and Mike, and we're trying to make this whole Alliance network stronger and better for each of you. So in the Appliance Alliance Facebook page, if you're not a member of that yet, go there and check it out. But we have a pinned post. As it's a survey. So anybody that can and will go to that survey and take 5 minutes and answer the questions. The point of it is to figure out what it is that you guys love, dislike, what you want, what you don't want, and we are going to try our best to provide the majority for whatever. So making the experience better for everybody. But before we get too far, this is Bible and Business. Friday, we do a prayer for everybody in the industry, and we skip the Bible lesson on Fridays and just go right in. So, Miss Ward, you want to do the prayer?
Yes, not a problem.
All right.
Lord, thank you for blessing us with the opportunity to be in the best industry in the world. Lord, please guide our thoughts, our decisions, and our choices. Operative word, choices, today and every day. Give us the ability to make decisions that move our team and ourselves personally and professionally forward with little or no confusion. Amen.
Amen. Praying them big prayers.
Hey, you know I'm always talking to me. You watch my videos, people like, oh my God, like y'all know I be coaching myself, okay, off the ledge.
We haven't taken.
Oh no. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Here we go. This is what I was afraid of.
Here, I'll see if
That's okay.
Anyways,
yeah, I'm going to. Okay, I guess I don't know if it's just me and those guys left. If it is, somebody let me know because I'm driving and I have no idea.
It's Miss Ward.
Are you? Okay.
There
you guys, I see you guys. Hey, I was wondering because I was like, if I'm by myself, boy, this gonna be a scary show. Where's the sisters? Because y'all know she just let it rip. I need my bookends here. Where's my safety net?
All right. We're getting some comments in now.
Hey, what? Hey, did you guys actually leave me alone with the show? Okay, be careful.
We're here. Shoot. Yeah, all the comments started coming in now.
Yeah, it was probably a glitch.
All we had to do was getting a little technical issues. Chill Guy says, true trifecta right here.
Shout out to Chilled Guy up there in the great north of Canada.
Ooh.
I know it's cold up there, Miss Ward.
Man,
when are you gonna take over Canada, Miss Ward?
Let me tell y'all something. I used to be in Anacortes because I used to be in Seattle and used to be hanging out in Oak Harbor and Whidbey Island Naval Base. Man, please, let me tell you, it's cold. It's cold, but Canada's cold. But you know, Seattle is a little suspect because you know the mountains. But those Canadian brothers, they doing their thing up there, man.
Yep, for sure. I've never been to Canada, but I want to go one day. I got a lot of friends in Canada, so hopefully one day I can make it up there. But yeah, we're here in Cincinnati, Kentucky, Cincinnati border, and we're excited this weekend to get our vision and get our goals set for the Appliance Alliance or the Service Alliance group, and just focus on getting on the same page and really refining our focus. And I know, when I was on Wednesday with Mike, I talked about getting laser focused, and I know your company is Laser Appliance, and if anybody epitomizes laser focus, I think it's you. What are some tips you have for us and for the rest of the community as far as how do you stay focused and how do you keep, you know, you said earlier you're having kind of a heck of a week. So how do you stay focused during the hard times? And how do you keep that vision, you know, fresh and renewed?
Okay, well, first of all, you have to understand that you're a human and you have to give yourself grace. We've talked about this before, but the reality is, you know, Miss Ward is not for everybody. And I'm very clear that I have my life, not necessarily that and I know that throughout life I'm going to move different. And regardless of how grumpy they act, i.e. me, you know, but the reality is that you have to stay focused because there's a call. So when hard times come, you need to first of all understand why they're hard. What decisions and what parts after you get off your knees and stop crying and beating yourself up, then you have to get really clear. Like I had a gut check moment this morning because my company is always on a pivot, so we are always next level. Like everything I do, people are like, how do you stay ahead? I stay ahead because I stay clear and I hold myself accountable. So this morning I got up, put my vitamins, everything I knew I needed to have in my arsenal to execute. So I think you have to first hold yourself accountable, number one. Realize that you are responsible for everything that is happening in front of you, even things that you feel that are out of your control. So you focus on what you can control and excel at that and make that the best and deal with everything else. When stuff comes my way, I'm like, look, okay, what's my part on it? Okay, yeah, I messed that up. You know, say sorry, keep it moving. They don't want to be friends, screw them. I'm good. But the reality is, this is life. And if you keep living, you're going to keep getting blows. You're going to get those punches in the gut. It's not, you know, it sounds cliche, but it's really how you deal with it. Like me, I got my own set of issues. Like if I have a conflict, you know, I'm going to try to work it out. But if I can't get past my emotions and my hurt and my pain, I'm going to shut down for a second, because if I don't shut down, I don't know what I'm going to say to you. You feel me? I don't know how I'm going to move. So it's the same thing in a business. You got to understand, first generation business owners, this is not textbook. This is how you learn. This is how you become who you're going to become. And you're going to follow the path you're supposed to follow. What most people don't understand is, like, we can study everything. I study everything. But you're going to have to not only apply, but you're going to have to apply and then have the patience and then have measuring sticks to see whether it's growth or not. Most people start a business or start something and they never finish it because they don't stay in it long enough, or they don't have systems in place to see if there's a real improvement. You know, you look at your bank account, it starts, you know, in the beginning, oh, woo, 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 money coming in, but then your responsibilities and the expenses of the business or the refunds or the ramifications hit you, and now you have a negative balance, you losing your mind. Well, you got to go back and say, what lesson I need to learn and what things do I need to put in place? What clients do I need to deal with? Where do I need to level up, operative word, in my skill set? But that goes back to self-accountability. And the problem with the world is that we're in a place where everything's instant gratification. Give me a PPP loan that ain't real. You feel me? Give me a stimulus check that I ain't got to grind for. Yeah, I said it. Keep it moving. Like, I got a whole issue with all of that because I have worked for everything I got. Nobody gave me anything. In fact, they tried to lock my ass out of it and close the doors. Now, that's okay because I came through the peephole in the back, though, and I'm still the best, you know? But it made me who I was, though. I don't regret. That's what people don't understand. It's never woe is me, because I'm very clear. My ability to lift weight, take punishment, take abuse, take dislike, and keep my head up comes from the adversity. And unfortunately, the negative side of that is that some of us thrive in the midst of adversity because that's what we know. So that's when you start to grow as a person and understand that you don't have to have your boxing gloves with everybody on. Like, that's one of my issues. I always got my boxing gloves on because I'm so used to defending and protecting myself because nobody did it for me. You feel me? And I had to do it for me. I had to do it for my family, my mother, you know?
Yes,
but it
ma'am.
made me who I am. I mean, this is real world. See, a lot of people don't want to peel back those layers. Everybody got an attitude with people, and they don't even understand their story. You you don't know how people became who they are. That's why I can coach the uncoachable, because I know what that looks like. Because someone
Yeah,
did it for me.
I love that, man. I love everything you just said, but I think a big takeaway for me is giving yourself grace. Giving everyone grace, really. But you can't give others grace unless you're willing to give yourself grace first. And for me, I'll be the hardest sometimes on myself, and I'll dish out grace to everybody else. But then when I make a mistake, I'm super hard on myself, and it's one of those things where if you can't give yourself grace and you can't say, all right, TK, you messed up. Because the longer I sit around whining and crying about making a mistake or messing up, the longer I'm not focusing on the vision and the calling and the mission and what I'm here to do. We got a comment from Doug. Miss Ward, what is one new thing you have learned about your mindset over this past year? We still got you, Miss Ward. Looks like you might be frozen. Oh, she's frozen.
Look, I'm frozen. Okay, I'm not frozen. Can you guys hear me?
Oh, yeah, you're back.
Hear me?
I don't know what happened.
Driving on the turnpike. Yeah. Try it. You might like it. Anyway, so one thing that I learned from, one thing I have learned as far as mindset is that you can't rely on just your intellect and intelligence. That everything that came to you easily and that you've taken for granted, you still have to work them 10,000 hours. Even though you might think you're working them better and quicker than anybody, you still got to put them in. And that nothing beats hands-on and focus, period. Hands-on and focus, no distractions. So what I learned about my mindset, like I learn every day, that I am the problem and I'm the solution, period.
Amen.
Yeah, that's big.
I've been focusing on that a lot this year too. It's after Dean Landers told us at ASTI, it's you until it's not you, and that was strong. So I have to consciously look at every problem that comes up in my life and in my business. What am I doing that I could be doing differently?
Yep.
To make us better.
Yeah, and when you get that mindset, like me, the way that my mindset has changed is that when problems arise, I don't necessarily look at it as, oh man, there's a problem. I look at it as, what can me, my company, my team, whatever, do differently to make sure this problem doesn't arise again, to make sure that our procedures and our practices are in place. And a lot of times, I know for me personally, it's not so much that the systems aren't in place, it's that I'm not using the systems properly. And I'm guilty of that. Like I'll set procedures in place, and then next thing you know, something goes wrong, and it's obvious because TK didn't follow the procedures. And you know, it's a constant struggle. But the key is making sure that if there's something you need to change, you change it, and then move forward. Don't dwell on it. Don't harp on it. Give yourself grace. Give your team grace. Give those around you grace, and just keep moving.
It looks like we might be breaking up too, TK.
Yeah. One thing.
I was just going to say, I think that answers some of Doug's question, asking us about since we launched the Alliance group, the same question. So go ahead.
Yeah. So one thing that I heard today, I mean, like I'm going to tell you about my situation, my story, because I come in such a wonderful package of a different type of chick. You know, what people don't know about me is that I look at people like Dean Landers. I look at people who I feel who can deliver things in a politically correct way and get their point across, and I'm super jealous because I want to be like them. You feel me? Now, people wouldn't believe that, but that's a fact. So, you know, you got to realize, I think a lot of people always compare their businesses to everybody else's businesses or personalities or how they move, you know, and how they build relationships. You have to celebrate who you are. You feel me? And know that you have your tribe, your people, your moves. And you got to be the best at that, you know? I've been in corporate environments where, as you guys, you know, we've had conversations in the past where I've had the code switch. Now, I never changed who I was, but I spoke that language to get what, you know, to do what I needed to do. And then I would translate it in other environments to get the results that were needed. So, you know, that's why you guys can talk to me. And I'm straight Ebon all day long. But then we go into a different subject and I automatically change. I had to realize that was a gift and a plus, not a negative. Because some of the comfortable environments that I can move easily in and out of, and that's a plus for me.
You know, TK and I was discussing that last night. Part of the exercise we're doing this week is calling out ours and our partners' strengths and weaknesses constructively. And one of the things I noticed was, as I'm looking at my brother's strengths and weaknesses, it depends on how you use it. A strength can become a weakness, and a weakness could be because of a strength. And that's when you're building a team, it's really about building it around strengths and weaknesses to complete things better. Like, for example, if I can share that, what we was talking about this morning, TK is an awesome visionary. He has no trouble starting things. He's got great ideas and he'll just whip it out and you know, put it on paper. And it looks like whatever it looks like, but he got his thoughts out. And he's got so much going on. Sometimes it's a little tougher to follow through. Me, I have trouble seeing past tomorrow. And I have anxiety about starting things because I have no idea where to start because I'm already thinking about the finish if I have an idea. So I can take other people's starts and make them a little better. And it ain't that I'm better than TK. It's just we fill in each other's blanks, so we work well together.
Yeah.
So,
And I think that's super important because, you know, once you realize your strengths and weaknesses and you realize the strengths and weaknesses of your team, you can start to delegate and place people in the right positions. And, you know, like, I know for a fact that I struggle with follow through, you know, staying on top of things. So I've put people in place that, you know, and really in all three companies that are much, much better at that. You know, and Richmond Appliance guys, Beth's the follow through lady. She stays on top of everything. I mean, she is a beast when it comes to staying on top of stuff, making sure stuff doesn't get forgotten. Because at the end of the day, when we go out to fix somebody's appliance, I talk about this all the time. I'm trying to give them the best experience possible. You know, I'm not out there to fix appliances. I'm out there to provide the customer with as enjoyable of an experience as possible. And I know for a fact that if I let things slip through the cracks because TK forgot to do this or TK forgot to do that, it's not going to make their experience as enjoyable. So I've put systems in place and I've put people in place to monitor those systems so that and not to say we're perfect, but if TK had to do all of it, there'd be customers calling all day. Hey, you never called me back about my part. Hey, you're supposed to be here at 3:00. Where's your technician at? So I got people that handle that, and they do an excellent job of it, and they're really good at it. And you know, I'm not going to share all of my criticisms of anyone because I don't have a ton. But one thing that EJ said that's 100% true is that when you look at people's strengths and weaknesses, they truly can be, a strength can be a weakness and a weakness can be a strength. It's just all in how you use it and how you implement it within your company.
Absolutely.
Very true.
TK said it better than me.
Very true. But you know that that reminds me of the book by Jim Collins, Good to Great. And he talks about people being on the bus and putting the people on the bus in the right seats in order for the company to move from one level to the next. And it's really a study of major companies like Eckerd's and, you know, companies that had a heyday and then where they're now. You got Walgreens and CVS, and, you know, CVS might be hanging on. But, you know, at the end of the day, every company, I mean, back in the day we had GE and, you know, the GE way where they would fire the lower 20% and forcing the corporation to level up. I mean, at the end of the day, everything you guys are saying is true. Is true, and the fact that you guys are coming together, I commend you because I love the fact that you guys are meeting up and doing this because this is a personal. I mean, this is the thing you guys brought together, and you're building it, and you're going through the growing pains, and you're exposing the growing pains, and that's why I'm gonna say it right here. You know, if you ain't involved in making it better, I don't understand why anybody got a comment. You know, because at the end of the day, you guys are taking time for your family, your businesses to come together as the men. You know, it's kind of like, I'm going to just say it. You know that series, The Men Who Built America? Well, you guys know what your title is. And you're doing what you got to do it. And it's going to be growing pains along the way. Just stay true to what you're doing because there's a reason. There's a call on each and every one of you. You guys are bringing something that we all need. I mean, the industry needs to excel, and it's a great opportunity for all Americans, but there has to be structure, and there has to be a compass. There has to be direction. So I commend you. I'm glad you guys doing it.
We appreciate you, Ms. Ward. And I think that, you know, people like you and the Alliance community, the ones that, you know, are tuning in every day or several times a week, they know our hearts and they know that why we're doing what we're doing. And that's all that really matters to us. One of the big things for me is I want to stay focused on helping the community and giving back to, you know, the appliance and service industry as a whole. And helping those people that are just coming up because, you know, we were all there once. You know, we were all that one-man show struggling to make it, you know, not sure if we made the right decision. And, you know, one of the big things for me, and I know for the rest of the team, is we want to help those people. You know, not just in the beginning, but all the way through their career because we're still growing. And as we grow, we want to share our struggles. We want to share our victories. We want to share our, you know, milestones, our goals, our visions. And I think it's real important if you're listening today, it's November now, whether you figured it out or not. If you have not started planning your goals and your visions for 2023, you're already late. So you need to catch up. You need to start writing down some vision and goals for 2023. If you haven't had a meeting with your team to say, hey, guys, we're going to be, you know, the next few meetings are going to be visions and goals. We're going to be talking about visions and goals for 2023. It's important. You know, you are only as good as your team is, and you have to get them on the same page. I told my team a few weeks back, I was like, I reviewed a little bit of the goals from last year, and I said, you know, I'm not going to harp on what was missed or what, you know, what we didn't achieve because we achieved a lot of them. Some of them we blew out the water. We set a goal for the year. I think it was to do, I can't remember how many compressors it was, but it was 100. Yeah, we set a goal to do 100 compressors before the end of the year, and we blew that out the water. I mean, I'm pretty sure we're somewhere close to like 225 or 250 at this point. I mean, Zach's out there banging out compressors left and right, and we set financial goals, we set personal goals, we set, it's all about setting goals so that you have something to work towards. And not just one thing that I failed in this year was we set the goals, but we didn't revisit them frequently enough as a team. And we're doing our meetings, but those goals should be brought up every quarter or every other week or whatever, however you want to do it as a team leader or as a business owner. But if you're not planning your goals now for 2023, I highly encourage you to start. I highly encourage you to get with your team and really concrete some goals and some vision for 2023, because that's what's gonna get you going and get you pumped up for this coming year.
Man, I'm good. He's talking to me, guys. If you feel like he's talking to you too, you ain't alone. That's part of what this weekend is for me as well. We're coming together about the Service Alliance group, but there's a lot of personal growth that we have to do. And TK helped me last year to find a vision for EJ's appliance repair. And somewhere this year in the grind, not the morning grind, but in the daily grind of what we do, I've kind of lost focus on it, and that's why we're talking about this stuff. We don't talk from a position of authority that, hey, we've conquered this stuff. These are things that we're struggling with every day as well. I don't know that the vision I had for my business last year is the same as it is this year. And I got to put some serious thought and planning with that, with my team and my family. See what we are doing. Because right now I'm just kind of living day to day, trying to keep up. So
it's easy to do, man. Like Miss Ward said earlier, don't beat yourself up about it. The worst thing you can do is sit there and say, oh, man, I've really gotten off track. When at the end of the day, all you need to do is say, all right, I'm going to hop back on track. Let's get the team together. Let's set some goals. Let's start planning. Let's make some moves and kill it. That's all you got to do.
It's a new day.
Every day is new. Every day you get an opportunity to do your best. And if you failed yesterday, guess what? It is 8:30 Eastern Standard Time, and you got the rest of this day to make some goals and make some moves.
My man, that's his strength. I'm telling you. So we've done what we can do today. We got to get on to our day. And we thank each and every one of you for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you, guys. And thank you, Miss Ward. We love you.
Absolutely.
I love you guys, too. I got one thing.
Give it to us.
Look, 12-week year. You got to get that book. 12-week year. 12-week year. That's the book that helps you.
Quarters.
Yep.
I like
that's
that.
It. Yep.
Find Miss Ward at Solid Steps to Wealth on YouTube and also on the Service Alliance Group podcast on Fridays. Never know when she's going to pop up, but make sure you check out servicealliancegroup.com. We're working on big things to help you succeed. As we learn, we share it with you.
And if you haven't filled out that survey, as soon as you click off of this stream, go fill out the survey and let us know what y'all need, because that's why we're doing this. We don't do this for ourselves. We do this for the community and for others. Oh, we lost Miss Ward.
And we're signing off.
Peace.